One of the nice things about the village of Tarrytown, which is located on the Hudson River above New York City, is its old train station. The elevated connection bridge gives you a really nice view, not only of the tennis courts, but also of the rebuilding of the Tappan Zee Bridge. Some massive construction project which has been underway for several years. Hey, what do you know? Another town with a railroad station. And a community park on the Hudson. Did you know that Beacon was the home of the recently departed Pete Seeger, the folk singer and environmental champion of the Hudson River? Pete loved to sail, and he used his boat to call public attention to how polluted the Hudson had become. Fortunately, before he died, he saw a number of improvements which have led to a cleaner river. What a pretty town. Look at that backdrop. I've seen at least 2 wine shops, but I need a cold beer. That looks like my kind of menu, but I don't see any sign of beer. Oh, what's this? We had hoped to tour the Indian Point nuclear generating station, which everyone hears is in Peekskill, New York, but actually we found is in Buchanan, right next door. But the guards told us today that tours all have to be arranged in advance online.
In a quarter mile, turn left at Bleakley Avenue.
You can see a little bit of the plant from here. You can get a little bit of a sense of how much power this plant is generating by just checking out the overhead wires, the transmission lines coming out of the plant. And of course the security measures include barbed wire around the perimeter. Hi there, this is Frank Brill with an addendum to day 2 of the vlog. I wanted to tell you that when I was in Peekskill yesterday, I wanted to try to get a number of locals on camera talking about the atomic plant there and their concerns, if they have them. And no one wanted to go on camera, but and of course this is a very unscientific survey, but the folks that I talked to said they had been, for the most part, living there quite a long time. One woman said, look, I've been here over 30 years. The plant's been here before I was. You kind of grow accustomed to it. And the sense I got is that they took the bad with the good, and that they didn't get too concerned when there were stories that might excite them in the paper, but not that they're discounting them either. And I said, well, you know, what about the latest controversy with regard to radioactive material that is leaking from the plant into the Hudson River? And the response to that was, stopped and thought and said, you know what, that's really kind of receded into the background. The hot story at the moment is the natural gas pipelines going through the area. One woman said, my God, they're enormous pipelines, they're digging up everybody's backyard. Another woman said, you know, people are chaining themselves to fences here to try to block them. So I thought that was kind of interesting that the guys down at the nuclear plant, I guess, could enjoy a little vacation from controversy. at least for the moment, as long as the natural gas guys are digging up everybody's yard and everybody's road. At least that's how they see it here in Peekskill. All right, today we're moving on. I'm in Poughkeepsie, New York at the moment, and outside of Starbucks, one of my favorite places. And we have several nice places on our agenda for today. I'm going to hold off until the next video to show you them. And that's it. I hope you're enjoying these. If you have any recommendations as to where we might go next, just comment on the blog. And we're heading, all I can tell you is we're heading north, and that's pretty much all I know right now. I'm just going to try to stay loose. Okay, thanks for joining us. Take care. Bye.